So I'm outside because normally you have to take a picture for the live. And I was like, I'm going to do this outside. But that one didn't prompt me to take a picture. Sorry, my door is loud. I know we're like all up close and personal. I wasn't quite ready for this like I thought I was. I apologize. So y'all are getting like a weird view of my craft shit while I try to get everything set up because I thought I was ready for this and obviously I'm not. But yeah, good morning, happy Monday. Um, it is early. It is what 7 a.m. It's 7 a.m. And I understand if nobody sees this until later because I am not normally awake at 7 a.m. Just so y'all know. Normally my husband takes my daughters to school because I have to deal with my toddler who does not like to go to bed until midnight. And my husband works nights. And so, yeah. But he came home early last night because he is dealing with a stomach issue. There's some sort of stomach bug going around our house. My ring light. Trying to, like I said, get all this set up. I thought I was ready. I should have been more prepared. So I'm gonna set y'all down, screen down, so that I can do this and y'all aren't moving around a bunch. But I'll keep talking. Anyways, listen, my husband came home early last night. There's some sort of stomach bug going around our house. I had it a couple of days ago, and so I am behind on my mumming at the moment. So we're playing catch up. Hopefully, we're playing catch up. I know y'all are hearing a bunch of weird stuff. Y'all are like, what is going on? Why can't we see anything? Well, listen. I thought I was more prepared. You can never be prepared. That's the joys of being live. And if anybody's there, hello, good morning. I know the screen is dark. That's because I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. Oh, that didn't work. Just trying to turn on my ring light, make sure everything's working, and it's not. There we go. Back at you. Hello. To nobody. Nobody's there. There we go. Kneel down. Oh, I'm back over this way. So it's early. Now that we've gone through all that, and y'all can see me. Hi. Good morning. Welcome in. Ignore the first 4 minutes of this video because I was not prepared. I thought I was. Quick little haul. I was at Walmart yesterday. I am working on this. It's basically a purple version of the red one that I did. I showed a video of the bears removable again. Lady saw that video of the red one and absolutely loved it. She wanted it exactly the same, and I couldn't give her exactly the same because I don't have all the same ribbon in purple that I have in red. So I'm trying to recreate it the best I could. She definitely wanted the bear with the removable cap, like so. So we've got that. And even it's not purple, it's white. It's got purple underneath, and silver, and then but yeah. So I went to Walmart for purple because I didn't think I had a lot of wide purple like this. And this I found over there in my stuff. I got this at Hobby Lobby months and months ago. Obviously on sale. $1.99. Yay! Um, but I did end up finding, I don't know where it went. I've lost it. I did end up finding a purple at Walmart, and I bought it, and I used that on some of it. Anyways, but some of the other stuff I found at Walmart, my Walmart has Christmas stuff out, and so I went through and I've already used some of this, like these 6-pack. You see that? $3.47. I've seen similar at Hobby Lobby. They're like $9.99. So even 50% off, this is still cheaper. And I got it in gold. I hadn't seen many in gold, so I thought that was a nice little touch. Anyways, and so I bought one of each. I may go back and get some more later. This was just quick grab. My Walmart doesn't have all their Christmas stuff out yet. Just some of it. Oh, here's the purple I got at Walmart. It's a little brighter than this. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Can you see the difference? Yeah, there you go. Now you can see the difference. This one's more like a dark purple. This one's a little brighter. And so I wanted to mix and match it in between. And then I found this at my Walmart. Hang on. Look how pretty that royal blue is. That was new. I hadn't seen that one before. And I also found black. It's kind of velvety feeling. And then the other thing I found was this tinsel. It's kind of like a silver holographic shimmery iridescent. That's where iridescent, like a silver iridescent. I have this in like a white iridescent, and I thought the silver was really pretty. And I thought with it being silver, it would look really pretty on this mum, this purple mum, which I added it down here with the homecoming in front of it. So, and I'll put it in my stuff over there. But yeah, so that is my Walmart haul that I do not need for this mum. So we're going to put back in here. Ugh. So, good morning. Welcome in. Say hi. I know it's early. It is 7:15 a.m. I've got my Coke. Do you have your coffee? I don't drink coffee. So your caffeine of choice, I'm okay with. So I'm way to get through 7 a.m., right? I've got a mess on my table. Who else has a mess? Raise your hand. Not that I can see you, but yes. If you don't have a mess, you're not doing it right. Oh, one other thing. So I ship mums and different things all throughout the year, as many of you have probably seen through my Watch Me Ship This videos. If you haven't, you can go back and watch it. I appreciate the views. Anyways, but so I have been just printing out my labels with my printer, which uses a lot of ink, and yeah, so trying to get logged into my computer. Hold on. Wrong password. Why does it say wrong password? Anyways, it's still telling me incorrect password. Why are we doing this? Oh yeah. Anyways, what I was saying is that I ship a lot of stuff, and I had something pop up on my Amazon list the other day, and I thought, why not? I splurged on myself for a change. I did not buy, well, it is for my business, but it's for me too. I'm excited about it. I, it's used, but it says like new. I haven't set it up yet. It came in yesterday evening. I bought a thermal printer. These things are so small, but this box is huge. And then, of course, I got my stack of labels. There's like 500 in there. It was only like $4.99, which wasn't bad. And then this is the thing I'm most excited about to try with this once I get the thermal printer all set up. I bought, of course I can't get it open, stickers. If y'all see my logo, it's green. So I bought green stickers and it'll print out black. I'm hoping to figure out how to do this and put like thank you with my QR code with my business logo, so that I can put these on packages and back to boxes or on boxes and stuff like that. So if anyone's curious as to say what I've shipped at the post office or anything, they can just scan my QR code on the sticker. I could also add these to like bags and stuff at markets. That is my plan. So we're gonna see what happens when I get all this set up. But that is for another day. That is not for today. Today, I have to make custom cutouts for this. I'm gonna show it again. This. I'm gonna keep pulling it closer and pushing it away. But yeah, I have to make custom cutouts for this, and then I have to get started on another mom, which are both due by Wednesday. Woo! That is why we are Monday morning mumming. And I haven't been on my computer in like 2 days because we've been having rain and some storms and stuff coming through, and we keep losing internet randomly. So I don't want to be in the middle of trying to work on something and I lose internet. So trying to do stuff over here on my computer so that I can see. Say hi as you're coming in. If you're new here, welcome. First time on the live, welcome. This is only like my third live ever, so welcome to us both. I'm kidding. It is only my third one, but I'm trying to clean my desk up a little bit while we chit chat for a minute. Because it's been, feels like a marathon this weekend of mom making. I made 13 ring mums, mini mums, whatever, wrist mums, they're wrist mums. In like 5 hours on Saturday with my daughter's help. We just assembly line. We were cutting, you know, she was over there cutting. I'm over here stapling. It was just, we're hot gluing. Because you want to see, I show y'all. Oh, excuse my mess. And this is, you know, kind of real simple, nothing fancy. But we kind of came up with it for color guard. They have a flag, something similar to this. That was just some ribbon I had. We added some This is homecoming. They can't have bells. I'm thinking about adding little eagle custom cutout or something right here on the side, just with their school mascot. So that's I don't know yet. We made 13 of these. There's no flower, nothing. It's just see, and they will just wear it like so on their wrist. Little elastic on the back. I know. So, anyways, let's get into this. I need to make custom cutouts. The ones for this should be fairly easy. I've lost border form booklet. I do that a lot, by the way. Anybody else? It was right here. This fell. I don't know where it went. I was cleaning and I did something with it and I'm not sure what. I'm trying to remember how to spell the girl's name. I would look on my phone on Messenger because that's where she ordered and she sent me all the information, but I'm on my phone. That's why I have it written down. And I've lost it. By the way, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. You know what? She sent it to me on Facebook. I'm just going to open Facebook over here. I need to make custom cutouts, and that's what I was going to do, but it seems Cricut had an update that I didn't know about. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm looking. Morning, welcome in the 3 people watching. I know that was weird. Say hi, have your coffee, or don't. Bye. Now I'm back down to 1. 1's fine. 1 means y'all can watch me mess it all up. No, I'm kidding. Oh, man. I have a footstool under here. By the way, especially when I'm designing custom cutouts and stuff, I will prop my feet up and take a minute. So found it. I'm gonna leave it up here for a minute. I'll be right back. You gotta hear a weird noise. My dog is barking. Yes, I cracked with my dog in the room. It happens. I know that noise is horrible. That's my door. It is a barn. This is a barn that was converted into a mini house back before mini houses were a thing. I haven't found it. But yeah, look back, oh, there it is. I found it. I found it. The order form. It's nothing fancy. It's just a statement thing from Walmart. I'm gonna kind of cover up phone number, but see, I've got that's like the mom's name. That's the name on the needs that are on the mom. This is the school, kind of the colors, how much it's deposit that they paid, and then kind of some of the specialty stuff they want on there. I understand it. No one else needs to. This is mostly for me. Like I said, cover up the phone number because I don't think they want that online, out there for the whole world to see. So, and I do that for all of them. This one, her mom texted me specifically. And see, I also do the date of homecoming at the top. I don't put the date they order, I put the date of homecoming, and then it's, they're in order by the day that they, you know, ordered, because I just go to the next one and the next one. For anybody curious on how I do orders, everybody's different. Some people have like a whole spreadsheet. I am a pen and paper type of girl. But after this one, I have another one this week that I have to get to, and then I have one for next week. I started on a couple of the braids for it, and then I got the order for this one. So I was ahead, and now I feel like I'm behind. Cricut is still updating. It's being slow. So, if oh, I know, I'm just kind of sitting here. I'm taking a minute. I apologize. I'm over drinking my Coke. You can have a drink of your coffee. Welcome in. It is 7:30 a.m. here in Southeast Texas. If you're watching this back later, it may be later, but as I'm currently recording, it is 7:30 a.m. It is morning mumming. Not that I'm getting much mumming done. I'm getting some cleaning done. And I need to make custom cutouts, and I have not touched my computer in a couple of days, so Cricut is doing some sort of update. So, if y'all want to say hi back, please do. I'm going to admit, I kind of wish I was live on TikTok right now, then I could at least play music. One downfall to YouTube versus TikTok. On YouTube, I cannot play music, but I'll probably need to reach a bigger audience later with YouTube, whereas on TikTok, it's more of an instant thing, and I can play music. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. I really need to do both. Figure out how to set up another camera. Have, YouTube playing over here and TikTok right there. Have 2 for 1. There's some creators who do that. I've seen that, and I'm like, that's interesting. I'm not there yet. I don't think I'm that big. So. You know what? I would start on my other mom, but it's like a whole another set of colors. I don't have my table yet. And I'm just, yeah. Still waiting on Cricut to update. So while it does, how about show off some other mums, huh? Because I can't really say morning mumming without any mums. So we're gonna lift y'all up so that we can stand up here. Hi. My hair is a hot mess. I am not promoting this company. My husband works for them, so maybe I am just a little bit. Y'all see me wear a lot of Amazon shirts. This is the one I am currently working on, as I showed a minute ago. It has the removable bear, just like the last one that I showed that was like this. This one is purple though. With little paw prints. I bought those for a different mom and I forgot to use them. And then just voila. All this. She's into soccer. So it was already a flat trinket. It didn't have like anything to hang it from, so I just put it on this candy cane braid or candy ribbon braid. I don't know why I call it candy cane braid. Excuse me. Anyways, and then she's in softball. All I had was little stickers, so I tried to make it, yeah. And then she's in the volleyball. And then, as I showed earlier, I've already broken into these, but I found these at Walmart. Look at that big old disco ball. I added a bow on top. It dangles now. Some Fear the Paw. My daughter's favorite color is purple, and she is working on her boyfriend's garter. He wanted her to make it, and so I'm letting her. But she attempted to make this military braid, and she did not like it. So I was like, I'm not letting it go to waste. And I haven't been working on this, so that's where we ended up. And then we've got loop chain where her name will go. We've got a little, just, senior. I glittered the trinket with some Mod Podge and glitter. This particular glitter is cosmetic grade glitter. It's called Oil Slick from another small company called OSOT by Jessica. I'll show it to you in the bottle. It's really pretty. See? How pretty is that? Like, I don't even feel like that does it justice. As we're waiting on Cricut to update, so see if I can see that. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, but yes. It gives off like green, purple vibes. I have a whole glitter like this. Yeah. I know you're like cosmetic grade glitter so expensive. This bottle is like $4 just for this one bottle, and I know. Like, why would you put that on Mom's? Well, I have it. I use it for other stuff too, and I thought it'd be pretty. I've showed this one off before on another live. This was my daughter's. It had boas on it, and I kept looking at it, and small fact, I don't like boas. Shh, don't tell anybody that. So I added the loose twist on the sides in place of boas, and I like it better. I'm much happier with it. Like I said, my daughter's favorite color is purple, so we got the little bear with her little mom. That's just a foam rose I got from Dollar Tree that I just glued on. And her boyfriend, JRTC, they both are JRTC. So, and then we go down, see some excellent leadership. They're both juniors. So down here towards the bottom, we get the JRTC. She's in choir, so we get the musical ribbon. And then there's like a microphone there. And there's her name, his name, purple. And there's Victory Braid over here with some music notes, and it says choir at the end of it. Well, it's got this Sing Our Hearts Out thingy. And then over here we've got the homecoming. This I was trying something out and it didn't work out so well, and I didn't want to go to waste, so I just kind of stuck it on there. I don't even think this has a name. I don't even think this is a braid. It just was something that I did, and it came out okay. So don't ask what it is. It has no name. This is my hell week. Is this is my busy week. So yes, I have a lot of moms. Which just want to hurry up and update. This is my other daughter's. She's a freshman. Color guard. This is kind of what their uniforms look like, and I decided to paint the bear to look like it. And then this is like one of their flags. It is puffy paint on the end of it, just a soft satin ribbon, so it'll just blow in the wind. And then the spiral box braid. This is my first and only attempt at it, and it was a pain in the booty. So yes, and that's got their school name. There's some underneath says homecoming. I made a bunch of these last year, and I forgot to use them. So we're trying to use them this year. And then some deco mesh tubing. Her name. She's in theater. She's in color guard, and she's in band. My daughter is a flute player. And so we've got the band over here. And then back here, Go Eagles, school mascot, color guard. It's not as big, obviously. But she didn't want anything big. She is only a freshman. Speaking of freshmen, this is another one I've done. Also band. Also same school, Eagles. She's a basketball player. I thought, but she wanted glittery too, so I had to. That other Go Eagles. I made a bunch of these last year too. And I'm trying to use them. She is a clarinet player, so we've got a clarinet pack from the Dollar Tree. That's a 3D sticker, some music notes. And then down here we have band. Got big old basketball. Her name is Johanna. The cowbell. Over here we've got homecoming, and then the school name is on the other side. And so another small one. And then all this music note written back here. But she is also a freshman. I don't think I put that on here. Uh-oh. I may have to go back and add freshman somewhere. Oops. Oh, which one's next? We'll do this one. So, my last videos I did like a small Arnie haul. Arnie's is a store in Houston. At Arnie's I got this chain. And this is what I put it on. Again, band. This is my second year doing for this particular child. His aunt reached out last year looking for someone in the area on like a mom group that I'm in on the Book of Faces over there. And I was like, hey, I am in that area. Like, I am in. And to find out, her, not her son, her nephew. She's like in San Antonio, and it's her nephew who's here, and she buys his garters every year. And so last year was a junior, this year a senior. I've actually known him sophomore year. He was in band with my son. They're both percussionists, and so their sophomore year he was my son's Secret Santa. Like my son had to get him gifts for Secret Santa, so I feel kind of privileged to make this one. And so we've got the senior 2024. I know y'all like, stop talking, just show it to us. You're teased us with it. And then he is also color guard, but he only does winter guard, which is in the spring. So I added just the flags and rifles. We've got the tassels with the hassle. We've got the eagle down here. We've got band with some music notes. I said he's a percussionist, so he wanted just slight touches of blue. So, and then that's our bell. I found this ribbon. I don't remember where, but it looks like chain. I thought it was really pretty. And then his name is in there. And underneath, we've got Spirit Band from Eagleland. They are, the Spirit Band from Eagleland. That is what they're called. And then my high school over here. And then my favorite part is, it's blue. I bought blue lights last year after homecoming. I wanted to try them, and I finally had a chance. For anyone asking how I do the lights, like, how do you do that? Not that anybody's asking anything in the chat right now. I use, I will show you what I use. Like this. I buy these with the small pack, battery pack. These are the blue ones. I have other colors, but these particular ones are blue, just because they were on top. That's why I grabbed them. But I have those, and I have Velcro dots, and so this is actually Velcroed in here behind the flower. I get it out so that if something happens, oh, and the Velcro ripped off, so I'm gonna have to fix that now. Look at me messing things up. Oh, we'll fix it in a minute. But if something happens and say the battery goes out, they're able to pull this out, unscrew it, and put a new battery in, and then it just slides right back in there, and I have to fix it now. Oh, look, Cricut is working. Let me fix this though. So we're gonna come down here. Down here. Hi, welcome down here. I get my glue gun. It's under my chair. It's not under my chair, like the cord was under my chair. Of all time, I was like into it. I was showing off all the mums. I'll post videos and stuff later. See Velcro dots. I think I might have melted them together. And that be part of my problem. No, they come apart. Voila. Yeah, no Velcro dots. I think part of my issue was I was like on a flower instead of the backer like I normally am. Normally I'm on the backer, not the flowers. So we're going to get it up under there on the backer here in a minute once my glue gun heats up. So I know everyone's always like, how do you do lights? So all I do is that is how I attach them. I don't put, like, some people get the bigger ones and they put like the pocket on the back, and for moms that might be okay, but you have to think guys are wearing this on their arm, and you don't want that battery pack right there up against their arm getting hot. At least I don't. I don't know about y'all. And then this is the only place I glue it down is the battery pack. Other than that, it's just spun around the flower a bunch of times, and then I have it coming out the side here and down through the chain and down through the rest of the chain. So, see, it gets spun around a bunch of times, and then it comes back here. You just have to shove it in there, the wires, and you cover it back up with petals. And then so I have it coming out here. You can see that one right there, and then down the chain, and then down this chain. So, you take the chain away, there's no light. Now there's light. So, that's me personally. I do whatever I feel the lights are telling me to do. I'm very much oh, that looks good kind of mum maker, not following just some book. Not that anybody, follows a book, but I try to, I don't know. If you've been here for any length of time, I like to do things that normal people don't like to do. I like to be different, or try to be. I try to be different when it comes to mumming, right? That's the point. Now, while doing this, I leave the lights on so that I make sure that I don't mess them up and they break or anything. I said, I'm waiting for my glue gun to heat up because I messed up and I broke it. So I have to fix it. I will happily say when I broke something because that is my job to fix. And I'd rather have it break here than on the kids at school. If you're just coming in, say hi. Hello. Joanna? Is that right? Joanna? Thank you. I am fixing something I broke. That is what I did. And so I'm trying to fix it. So I'll try to get it between the screws so that, like I said, they can take it off if they need to change the batteries. It's just a little Velcro dot. And then I glued the other half of the Velcro dot behind the petals back here. It's kind of hard to show you. I will try. Right there, you see it to the backer. And then we are just going to tuck this back inside underneath the flower petals so that nobody sees it. Voila. And it disappears. And voila. Turn it on and off. Stringy glue. Anyways, let me put this back. And then, now that Cricut is working, we can get to making custom printouts. I'm going to fill up a little bit. So that y'all aren't looking at my shorts. Okay. Do y'all want to move? I think I might want to move so y'all can see what I'm working on over here. I have another stand My daughter had it, and I don't know what she did with it. I have... Oh, there it is. She threw it on the ground. How rude. Oh, there we go. Move all this. Just set it down here for the moment. Ugh. Y'all are going for a ride. I apologize. I'm gonna cover it up. CTSE. Going for a ride. Sorry, there's a lot of blacking out on this one, so we're gonna bring y'all down while y'all are gonna look at the computer so y'all can see what I'm doing. Sort of, kind of. No, blow that back up. I need to make the scroll logo. I've already uploaded this into Design Space, and that is Humongo. Y'all can definitely see that, right? Excuse the mess. I've got a mess. It's a lot. It's really a mess, actually. So let's get rid of some of this. Told you my table was a mess. Is a mess. There we go. My table is a mess. If it's not a mess, are you even crafting? Right? In the theory, if it's have some rhinestones. Actually, I normally keep these rhinestones in this little bucket here, so we're gonna put them back in this little bucket here. Bells, all sorts of stuff. My toddler likes to play with the bells, so. Oh, sorry. Going for a ride. Little one. See, look. I showed those earlier. These are little flags I made. It's ribbon, and this is a paper straw. It's a paper straw. It's just glued on there. See, that's the straw. Y'all get to see me clean. I know. You're like, we didn't come to see you clean. We came to watch you mum. Clean and mum. It's been a busy weekend. It's a hot mess on my table. So There. Now I'm not completely embarrassed by the mess on my table. I know. Goodbye. No scammers here. I think I've lost internet. That's awesome. So now that we're back to this, and no more cleaning. Got it all sort of straightened out for the most part. I have a piece of tape on my table right here. It's not coming off. It's driving me crazy. Oh, let's get this down to a more manageable size. Look at that. Now we're where we need to be, right? Let's pull this over here so I can actually see it. What did I do? I always think the default size is too big. I have to figure out how to do this. Give me a minute, and then we'll get back to the crafting. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Good morning. I know it's early. I know this is watching me sign in my email is not what you had in mind. What am I doing this morning? Well, I was trying to work on some mums, and now I have to go play moderator because I don't know who Peter Smith is, but he needs to go away. So, I have some custom cutouts to work on for mom. I was showing it off earlier. And so, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to Get back to that. I know I'm kind of over here to the side. Hi. I was trying to show you on my computer. Um, the mom I'm working on is back over here behind the phone. So, I have to. So I'm going to make myself a moderator on my other account. So I need a minute here. He seems to have gone away, so we will we'll come back to that. Anyways, so what I was working on is this. This is a logo that I'm working on, and I need this to be a different color so to actually see it. Can you see it? Let's zoom in a little. There we go. A little better. Looks good to me. I'm actually going to offset it again. I'm going to do that in silver. So now the way I do it is I'm gonna turn y'all like all the way around. So I'm gonna cover the screen so you don't get motion sickness. I'm gonna show y'all how I measure out homecoming mums. So hi, I'm here. This is the mum I'm working on, right? Pull it further over. And so the particular cutout that I showed you on my computer a second ago is going to go in the flower of this mum. And you can see there's a bear. And so what I do is I will grab my acrylic ruler, and I kind of like put it up here. And I'm like, like 3 by 3. A 3 by 3 custom cutout would look really good right there, which would be about yay size. So right there, yay size. I think that'll look good. So I'll have to go back to my computer and adjust that. Now while I'm here, like I need to put her name on here. And so, there's my loop chain. And I'd probably do this beforehand, but I always just kind of make it. And then I come back and figure out the cut size of my custom cutouts. So we know this needs to be 3 by 3. So before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and come over here to my computer. And I know y'all aren't seeing what I'm doing, but I'm going to make it 3 inches. Just so I don't forget. And then, like here, about 1.5 height. Y'all can't see that. So each of my loops are the same size, right? About 1.5. And once you start really doing this, you know what size you want to make. Your 1.5 is the highest I'll go.
1 inch probably looks fine, and then once I offset it, it'll be closer to the 1.5. And like these are a little bit wider, and that's okay. I don't want them to cover up like the whole thing. So, I don't want it any wider than probably about an inch as well. That is how I make custom cutouts. So her name probably be, the letters will be like an inch by an inch, and I'll show y'all how I do that on the computer in a minute. I also need to make some senior custom cutouts, kind of bring y'all down here some more so y'all can see. Um, right in here, I have this little thing here, and I need to make two, one for like right here and one for down here. I already have there, and I have one up here to shrink it. So, and these obviously wouldn't be much bigger than this. I wouldn't want them any bigger. So, probably no more than about 3 inches tall as well. And then don't want them much wider than the ribbon. I mean, you could go a little bit over, as you'd see there, but no more than about 3 by 3. So, put that back. I'm going to spin you around again. In order to go spinny, I make it dark so you don't get seasick. And then adjust. Okay. So that's the school logo, and it's already like 3 inches right there. It's 3 by like 3.3, which is fine. A little off is no big deal. And then, let's see. I have access to Cricut subscription, and so we're going to look up some senior stuff, class of 2024, all that fun stuff. Really just start with class. Oh, I like this one. And that is too big. I believe the offset that it comes with is too big, and I think that's still too big. Oh, I like that. Voila. So, I don't know if you saw or not. What paint did I use on the star? I didn't use paint. I used glitter. I'll show it to you. Hold on. It's called Oil Slick. It's from a small company called Oh So Cute by Jessica. She's based out of Florida. I really like the shimmer to it. I'm trying to show it to you. So it's glitter. I put some Mod Podge on the trinket, and then I just sprinkled this in, and I went back and removed it from the senior part so that it wouldn't cover that part up, because I want the senior to show through. And then once it was dry, I hit it with just a little bit of hairspray on top just to seal it in so nothing sheds off. I use Aquanet. It's like super sticky, doesn't go nowhere. And that's what I did. I'll do that if I have time. If I don't have time, they don't do glitter. Anyways, so I know y'all probably can't see it. Let's see if I can pull you closer. Like right there. There's a tiny speck. And I don't want it to try to cut that little bitty piece. So we are here on this is the offset. So we're here, and you can see it says this is contour, And we just click on that, and now it's drawn. The little speck is drawn. So it'll cut this background is a whole piece without trying to put that little bitty speck in the middle. And we want it purple as well. I'm going to put black lettering on it. Nope, don't do that. Here's another example of it. So we pull this out of the way, and you'd think that that was whole, right? And it's not. You see all them holes in it? I don't know why it does that sometimes on these back pieces, but it does. So like I said, you come in, you hit the contour button, which is on the bottom of the screen, and we can just click on all these, and now it's solid, which is what we want. I said, I don't know why it does that. It just does. Maybe it's because it's trying to offset this piece, and I didn't click on the offset to offset the offset. That makes sense. I know it sounds weird, but we're gonna group all that together again, and then, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Can't see it. So that is the girl's name. And we're going to find a fun font. These are all the ones I like. And I just kind of go through, and so I'm like, ooh, I like that one the most right now. Really been liking these bubbly fonts. I think they're fun. I think that one. I'll pull my letters a little closer together. And then make it 1 inch wide, and that's about 1 inch all the way around. And then once we offset it, yeah, I like that size. And we're going to do, we'll make the offset silver and the name purple. Grouped together. I need one more. Like senior something. Maybe just a graduation cap and gown. I said I have Cricut Access, which any of these with the little green tabs, I have access to use, and under Cricut's Angel policy, I am able to use them commercially as long as I do not produce more than 10,000 of one specific image in a year, which that would take a lot, and I don't think I've ever done that. I'm not mass producing it, if that makes sense. I kind of like this one. I also like this one. Ooh, I really like that one. I'm just clearing on a couple of them. We'll add them all to the canvas here in a minute and figure out which one I like best. Sorry, my phone is going psycho. Facebook, is like, hey, hey, hey. All right, we'll just draw those three. And they're huge. So we're going to shrink them all down. That one's really small. There. I like this one the best, I think. I know it's tiny, tiny lines, but I like this one. And it's already like the size I want. They can make it just a little bit bigger. And that's hello. There we go. Now you can see it. But you see the holes there? We don't want that. We're going to go get rid of them. And voila. Solid piece. You know what? I think we're going to change the color and we're going to make it purple like the rest of them. Voila. And then, so all the black, when I go to put it on, I will use HTV, heat transfer vinyl. The purple will be cardstock. Even on this will be cardstock. And then the silver will also be cardstock. So we're going to make it. Any material for phone. Like I said, the black. Why did we do that? We're going to move this to this other one and get rid of that one. Because I'm like, why? I don't want it. I want it all to cut on the same mat. We'll move this around a little bit, like so. And then there's our silver, and there's all of our purple. And again, I'm going to try to move this around. That way, it's all like on the side, and I don't lose like all this when it comes to. I do that to try to minimize how much cutting space is taken up on my cardstock and stuff like that. That way it's all kind of even. Like that one, I'm gonna have to cut it, and you'll see, hopefully. Anyways, so I'm going to cover y'all up and pick you up so that y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Good morning, Savannah. I've been at this for like an hour. I'm playing catch up while my toddler still sleeps. I feel like I'm behind. Like I was ahead and then I got sick. I had a tummy ache. Like there's some sort of stomach bug going around my house. And I Friday did nothing except lay in bed. And so now here I am trying to play catch up. I only have 2 mums to make, but I also have 4 dresses I have to alter. And so I figured, let's finish making mums and then I'll worry about the dresses. So. The first hour of this video, there's a lot of cleaning that went on because, yeah. I feel like I did a marathon of mum making on Saturday. Literally a marathon. I got sick last night. There's some sort of bug going around. Y'all be careful out there. Stay hydrated. The rest of my house has it now, funny enough. Like me and my daughters had it last week. My son and my toddler have it, or my son and my toddler. My husband and my toddler have it now. I'm gonna lift y'all up. I'm gonna cover the camera to move y'all. So that y'all aren't getting motion sick. Hi. Getting my cardstock. I showed off some of my other mums earlier in this video from my next school until October. Congratulations. As I've said, I am in the middle. Before I am just north of Houston. Our particular district has 3 high schools. One lady that reached out last year reached out again this year, and their homecoming isn't till like October 20th. And she was like one of the first orders I got this year. Fever and body aches, yeah. I felt hot, cold, like sweaty, chills. I had the worst cramps. Like it felt like womanly cramps, you know? And yeah. All I wanted was a heating pad and stay in bed. My husband has been I'm not gonna say the word, but he's been, and my toddler, he was in the process of being potty trained. That has gone out the window. So it's been bad. I've been like washing my hands and sanitizing like crazy. So yeah. I hope you feel better, Savannah. I was down for about 24 hours or so. My husband he was really bad on Saturday. He tried to go to work last night. My husband works nights. It did not end well. He ended up coming home early. And so that is where we are right now. I hope you feel better, Savannah. I was showing off this particular mug I'm working on. My chair's in the way. I'm trying to fight with it right now. Let me see if I can slide under the table. There we go. I made the red one with the removable bear, and I showed it off, and someone really loved it. And they're like, "Oh my god, can you do that again, but in purple?" So that is what I'm working on. I made this yesterday. Like, all this was yesterday. So, the bear is removable, just like the other one. The hat is removable. So, I feel like I just copy and pasted in purple, but it was a lot of fun. Well, I'm going to make a confession. These are some of the biggest ones I've ever done. And I know compared to some of y'all's, this is small. But, you know, where I live, everyone seems to like them small. You know, I'll show y'all. I make a lot of them like this size. Like, a lot of girls really love this size. I mean, it's not huge. But when you compare the two, it looks even smaller. So when I finish this one, I have to make another one about this size. And then that's it for this week. I've finished them all, I hope. Um, trying to think. It's no sleep. It's called a mum major. My husband isn't a mum major. What color do I want to use? Sorry, I'm doing something on my computer. So, in order to change the color of something, just because I want to cut it in a different type of material. There we go. I've already cut that. There we go. As y'all know, I like to be different. Look how pretty purple that is. I want to use it. I found this on clearance at Dollar General from their back to school stuff. And y'all know I like to be different. Come on. And I like to use different types of materials. And so I'm going to use part of this. This is a fairly newer mat. I have trust issues with my Cricut. And so I still tape everything down so that it doesn't go nowhere. I don't want to lose it. So I've already cut the silver. I just got to pull it off. Here, I'll lean it down so you kind of see the way I do this. You see, if you bend it backwards, it just pops right off. Let's not lose it. See? They just fall right off. Even with a newer mat, because it's cardstock, and even though I say newer, I've used it several times already. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. And then still good cardstock here, so we're just cut it free. Voila. Set this over here, use it for another project. I wish I could stick to this. I know you make big ones. Sorry, I know you're looking at my belly. See if I can pull you up. Oh, you make big ones. And, you know, nothing wrong with big ones. I love big ones. I have a confession to make about some of the big ones that I see online, especially. And I'm not calling out any specific maker, and it's not you. There's some of them that, like, the flowers are really big, and you get like the two boas down the side, and then all you have is like 2 or 3 little loop chains in the middle. I know, don't forget to mirror it. I've already mirrored it. I got that. But or you just like all I can see in the picture is like 2 or 3 little loop chains down the middle, and then it's like that's it. I'm like, where's the rest of it? So I'm not calling anybody out. That's just some of the pictures I've seen online and stuff like that, and some of the groups. And I know that's a style, and some people love it. They do. And there's some people who you do it beautifully, Savannah. You do where the boas are kind of out, and you can see all the braids and the chains and stuff like that. And there's more majors that do that, and they do an amazing job at it. And then there's some that put those boas on, and it covers everything. I'm not gonna lie. I changed my daughter's mom last minute. I've showed this off before, and I showed it off earlier. So I made my daughter's mom, right? And it had 2 boas down the side, and I was really struggling with it. I did not like it, and that's just me. I don't like boas, and so instead I added some Liz twists. So now you can see the beautiful victory braid and the loop chains, and you know all these braids I have going on. Whereas when the boas were on, they drug to the middle, and like a lot of these, you couldn't see them. Now you can. And I started the dimension from the twist on the side. So down to the full picture. I have to go take new pictures of it now. I don't have any with it like that. So, excuse my pajama shorts. I mirrored. I promise I mirrored. I'm not working with my HTV yet. I do need to plug in my iron though. Probably in a minute. Make sure no glitters on the blades. tiniest piece of glitter can ruin your whole project. I do need to grab my HTV, so give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. Excuse my mess. That's my vinyl. Some of it, anyways. I have a system that's permanent vinyl. This is HTV. I keep it in baskets, because that's how I tell it apart. I don't have a fancy wall hanger like some people, and that's okay. I'm gonna do it in black. I think. Yeah, black. We're doing black. Or should I do whites? I'm thinking it now. Because I still have to, I'm thinking I need to do it in white instead of black. I don't know if the black will show up on the purple cardstock. I'm going to go buy purple cardstock. So purple cardstock, black vinyl. I don't think so. I think the white's going to be better. I think I need to do this in white. I talked myself into it. I'm doing it in white. I said one name. I know there's a little bit of extra there left over, but that's okay. I paid 50 cents for this whole pack. So, I'll save this because that's a good piece for another day. And I still have plenty more over here. That's it. I have trust issues. I reuse my tape as much as I can. Didn't take down. Switch this to I'm working with. White. It's cheaper to buy it by this roll, by the way. I might be able to use this piece. See if I can use some scrap pieces so we can make one. And then instead of cutting off the roll, got a few different white scrap pieces. I don't think that's going to get the job done. I'm gonna sit back down and start gluing stuff together. I'm gonna move y'all down with me. Oh, it's like really going. Hello. It's growing. That wasn't supposed to happen when drum. Promise I did it. Sorry. Trying not to make no motion sickness. Yeah. It went way down. That wasn't supposed to happen. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this to work without any issues. Is that a little better? Hey, there we go. Maybe. That's kind of it. Nope. It's a little better, right? A little better? Yeah. Let me grab my pajama shorts. Who else crafts in their PJs all day? Unless you have to get dressed to go somewhere. I do. I craft in my PJs all day. If we're going to do this, might as well do it comfortably, right? That's why we do this, so we can be comfortable all day. Yes, I'm chopping and dropping. Let's see. I'm seeing if one of these will work. I think this one will. Yeah, this one will work. Yay! I don't have to cut off my roll. Continue to edit. Make sure it's mirrored. Making sure it's mirrored. Thanks for the reminder again, Savannah. It's still there, so I'm like, yes, it's mirrored. It's me. I talk to myself sometimes. At least that's what it feels like. Realize y'all are there, you can hear me. Someone can hear me. Oh, there's 4 people. Hello. Morning. It is 8:46 Central Standard Time. It is early by all standards. Small confession. Most of the time I do not get out of bed till 9:30. So that is me. But to each their own. Let me pop this in my machine. Forgive my shorts again. Make sure my blade's clean. Because I just went from letter cardstock to now vinyl. So let's make sure nothing's on that. Because we're going to start gluing some stuff together. Get my glue. You know, I cleaned my table and I've lost everything. There it is. I'm sort of getting to the end of this bottle, so it likes to struggle with me in fights. And so, nope, don't do that. That was almost bad.
do this. Oh, it moved on me. There we go. See? Isn't that pretty? Told you all I would lose my mind if it wasn't attached. I normally, it's right where it should be. Look at me putting stuff back. Yeah, it's working on it. That's gonna, while I'm working on the rest of them, it'll be under there getting squished together real good. And then I have to assemble her name. Do you know on Cricut, if you hit cancel cut after it gets done cutting it, it will eject the mat, so you do not have to hit the button. And you can just grab it. And we'll weed that out in a minute. Anybody curious what kind of glue I am using? This one has seen better days, but it is Art Glitter Glue. Oh, I have a brand new bottle. It's available on Amazon. This little bottle is like $6.99, something like that. I've had, I think that's upside down. I've had this bottle for about a year and use it all the time. Even during non-homecoming, I make baby shower mummies and stuff like that, ribbon pins, and I will use it on that as well. So, not nearly as much, but I just bought this other bottle last week, just to have in case I run out. I haven't had to open it yet. But I've seen some people talk about using like Mod Podge to put their cutouts together, or E6000, stuff like that. My issue with both of those is it takes so long for them to dry. This normally dries in about 10 minutes or so. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can, if you have the time, you can leave it overnight, pressed under books or whatever. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait that long. Normally about 10-15 minutes, pressed underneath my little mat here. My little acrylic ruler is sufficient enough. I haven't had any come apart. I haven't had anybody talk about them coming apart. I've had no complaints after just, is it 10 minutes? Like the in I showed you a minute ago, it may dry even a little faster just because I'm going to
adhere some vinyl to it here in a minute, so it'll get a little heat. I like to do names, especially as two types of cardstock. I very rarely do names in cardstock and HTV. I like to do two, just to do a little extra. Make people feel a little special. I said, it doesn't have to be fancy cardstock. You saw what I used to make this. You saw I used border for like classrooms that teachers use. Or leave those to hang out while I work on top of it. Trying to there's not even enough there to try to save, so we're just gonna weed it all. We're gonna get rid of all of it. Well, except for the parts we need. I'm gonna try to finish these up, and then I'm gonna have to get off of here and probably go get my toddler. I do believe he is waking up. I didn't get nearly as much accomplished as I was hoping, but that's okay. Let me get my iron plugged in. Oopsie. My bad. I kicked the stand over there. I didn't necessarily kick it. I have a footstool under my table, and while I'm designing custom cutouts and stuff like that, I prop my feet up and enjoy it, because why not? I'm not having to get up and down to cut out anything or anything like that, just while I'm. And so I took my foot off the stool, and it's a rocking stool, so it swung forward and it hit the phone holder over there. To try to move these. I feel it sliding around underneath my arms, so I don't want it to mess up the lettering. What settings? So we're gonna move that over there. I'll say it again. I've said it in another one. If you do not have one of these, I would recommend investing in one. If it's worked right, it is a weeding pen. It'll get those little bitty ones, and I just got my arm stuck to that. the little bitty pieces out easier than trying to use your big tool if I get it to work right. I also have one of these. All my vinyl, most of my vinyl is in there. Let's show you. So get the vinyl off, and voila. Mm-hmm. Being temperamental. You know, normally this thing works beautifully, and now it's being stubborn. There. Maybe I can't see what I'm there. You know, for the big pieces, it's fine like that. Oh, come on. So is anybody else watching and working, or I'm trying to remember how this goes? It's a little bitty piece. Are y'all having breakfast? Because I know, as I've stated, I'm aware it is early. You don't have to tell me. Who are you? What is that? That was like some sort of toddler. We're not having it. Goodbye, Saul. Sorry. I'm off today. I'm in bed watching TV news. What are we watching? Besides me. So who watches Yellowstone? You watch Yellowstone, or you binge watching some TV show, the news? Another confession time. I really try to avoid the news except for the weather. Just because right now it's hurricane season and no Yellowstone. Gotcha. I said I really try not to watch the news just because it's just so depressing sometimes. Alright, I know there's supposed to be an eyeball here, and I'm not seeing it. Hold on. I don't have a light thingy, so I have to hold it to the light to try to see it. I said there's supposed to be an eyeball. It's like a tiny, tiny little dot. There it is. Hey, I found the eyeball. See, little bitty eyeball. I had to find that. Yeah, like I said, I try really hard not to watch the news. I do from time to time. I'll catch stories that interest me. I follow a couple of news channels on local news channels to me on like YouTube. And if anything piques my interest, I'll watch it. But yeah, other than that, I try not to watch the news just because it's kind of depressing and they don't ever tell the whole story sometimes. And I'm like, I want to know the rest of it. I'm nosy that way, and you're not going to tell me the rest of it, so I'd rather not know any of it. I want to know, everything. But that's me. I want all of it or none of it. This is a pressing pillow. It has the material inside that I can press on it with no problem. My toddler got a hold of it with a Sharpie. So. Have it on his background noise. I got you. Do that to the Food Network. When I'm sitting here crafting, most of the time my toddler's over here, and so there's plenty of noise because we've got Bluey or something on Disney Plus on the TV, and then I'm sitting here, and this was a gift from my husband. This is an Amazon Echo Show. So this is basically a Fire tablet that is an Amazon Echo. And I will watch shows on here. So. I don't like Beat Bobby Flay. I like Guys Grocery Games, Worst Cooks. We're getting into like my favorite time of year. I really like watching like the Halloween shows, like Halloween Bake Off, and that one where they used to incorporate pumpkins and baked goods and candies. I can't think of what it's called right now. And then that one year they got rid of the pumpkins, and I was upset about that. And they brought in like a sugar work or whatever. And I think they brought the pumpkins back. I think they got a lot of backlash about that. But I love watching the pumpkin carving mixed with all the treats. I'm like, I could never do that. But of course, they would probably say the same about what we do. They'd probably be like, oh, I could never do all this over Bobby Flay.
Um, my husband has issues with Guy just because he seems to be like everywhere too, like Guy Fieri. I don't mind Guy so much. I don't like his son Hunter. That's me. Um, I'm okay with some. The only show of Bobby Flay's I watch is the Barbecue Brawl, and that's because there's other chefs that are cooking too. Like this year they had Anne Burrell and I can't think of her name. Why? Why do I not like Hunter? How do I put this? It almost seems like he's trying to push in on his dad's success instead of finding his own success. That's you know. Or why doesn't my husband like Guy Fieri? Because he thinks he's like all over the place in Food Network too. So what I did here was I lined up my HTV on the different cardstock the way it should go, and now I'm pressing. By the way, for anybody who, you know, just coming in thinking, oh my god, they're talking about Food Network and not. The thing about me is so like I grew up watching the Food Network with my grandmother, so it takes me back to that. You know, when I was a kid, we watched Guy Fieri become the next Food Network star on the show, and so like I've watched Guy's whole career from the beginning, I guess you can say. Yep, that did not stick all the way. So we're going to try it without the little thing for just a minute. If you're going to do it without the Teflon sheet, be careful. Make sure none of the glitter from the cardstock is exposed past the transfer sheet. And if it is, don't iron over it, especially with iron like this, because you can see it like right there. Don't iron that, because once the metal hits that, it can melt it away. So you'll see I'm kind of avoiding it. But this way I get more direct heat. See, it's the same way here. Like that little silver sticking out, we're going to avoid that. I realized I should leave the sheet bigger, and I probably could have, and I wouldn't have to worry about it. But, I thought I'd be doing this with the Teflon sheet on, but sometimes it's direct heat gets it done quicker. And these are cool peel. It says cold, but you can peel them when they're cooled enough. Just be careful. And if you notice anything starting to come up with the transfer sheet, put it back down, iron it again. Like this popped up just a little bit before, and I'll go back over it here in a minute with the Teflon sheet on. So, yeah, see like that. I'm going to show you. Hopefully not pull too far, but you watch. You see how it's starting to come up a little bit right there? So we're going to put that back down and hit it again with some more heat. Sometimes it's about heat, sometimes it's about pressure. Nope, that one's not sticking either yet. And that's okay. Come back and we'll do it again. I recently, because I can't on my Echo, I can't get the Food Network on that to play. So I've rewatching Outlander. I've
binged watched it all already once, and I figured I'd rewatch it. It's been a while since I've watched it, though, so. I think the white was a good call. I think the black would have been lost. Now to make sure everything is good and sealed. We're going to go back over it one more time. Normally I'll crank on my big like shirt press over there and use that, but that thing gets really hot. It makes it hot in here, and I'm not in the mood to be all hot right now. So. Now I gotta get my glue gun heated back up. I don't like to have both of them plugged in at the same time, my iron and my glue gun. But these are the last final touches I have on this particular mom. I'm gonna glue them on, and then I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna show them to y'all, and I'm gonna get off here, and ooh, excuse me. Told you it's early. I'm going back next door. And there was a text from my husband saying that my son's awake. Coke, my caffeine of choice in the morning, that or tea. Chicago Peas, Med Fire. Oh, I like those too. I hate that they got rid of them on Hulu though. I don't do the Hawaii 5-0, but I like Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and all that. I'm upset at the storyline between Brett and Matt and how long it took for them to, finally become a couple. This should have happened a lot sooner. Everybody knew it. And I'm mad that they put them together and then ripped them apart. I was like, what? That's, my one downfall, Chicago Fire. I recently got involved in Station 19, which is the spin-off version of like Chicago Fire. Damn Gabby. Right? Like, come on, Matt. Why'd you have to go and say that about Gabby when she, when Brett asked, like, would you go back to Gabby? And you had to be like all hesitant, But no, I recently got into like Station 19, and that's like the spinoff series from Grey's Anatomy. So I got into Grey's Anatomy because of that, and so I'm all caught up on like Station 19 and Grey's Anatomy too. There are some episodes that I'm just like, oh my god, what am I watching? I have recently discovered I have a fear of holes, if that makes sense. Not necessarily like holes in the ground, but like the scabby holes and stuff like that. And so I've never been able to watch like the Dr. Pimple Popper stuff, and so maybe that's where it's like, oh, what am I watching? No. But yeah, that's that's I know that's weird to say that I have that phobia and then be like, oh, but I love these shows. I love watching medical shows, but I have a fear of, getting my glue gun all warmed up here.
I don't know if you've seen, this is the mom we're working on. Not that you can see it at the moment, because all you see is my shorts. I'm gonna lift you up. There we go. This is what we're working on. If you remember, I uploaded a video like last week of, or week before, of a red one very similar to this with a removable bear. He comes off too. Lady seen it and she absolutely loved the removable bear idea and basically was like, can you just recreate that mum? And I cannot recreate it to a T because I do not have everything in purple that I have in red. Purple is a newer school color for me. There's only a handful of schools near me that are purple. The majority of them are red. So I have a lot of red, not so much purple. I think I did okay though for not having a lot of purple stuff. Is this heated up? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna kind of aim y'all towards the mum more so y'all can see what I'm doing. I have glitter in my hair. Nothing new. So this is a good amount of hot glue. I probably could have made that a little bit bigger, but that's okay. I could lay it down. Black, royal blue. Ours are as well. My main school that I do is royal blue as well. I have a lot of royal blue. If you can see, kind of right here, like my daughter's mom is hanging back here, and you can see it's royal blue. Um, the biggest school I make mums for is royal blue, but like all the other schools around me are red. So I already have sort of a dried cap right there. It says the tassels with the hassle. So this one I'm gonna put at the bottom so that they're not just side by side. I know that sounds like a funny thing to say. Oh, I'm gonna stick this one at the bottom because I don't want them close to each other. But voila. And then we're gonna put the class right there. Or do I do it sideways? I think I'm gonna do it sideways. I think I like it sideways better. Need to add just a touch more glue because I wasn't gonna do it sideways. So we have glue up here, and there's no glue down here. No, that's okay. It's squished. And then come in and do her name. The way I did it, it should have 2 empty loops here, and then her name, and then 2 empty loops at the bottom. So we're gonna double check Marlene. Yeah. I always like start from the bottom. That way I know I'm not messing it up. I know you really can't see what I'm doing down here. I apologize. I don't have any way to lift my mum up higher for y'all to see. Need something that hangs like up there, maybe more.
Oh, I dropped the L. Oopsie.
I got it.
Ugh. And voila. You can still see it. I was obviously correcting the very. This used to be, it's a shed. It was bought like a barn, like for an animal, and it was gonna be a shed for my dad. And then my grandmother fell into some financial trouble, and so they finished it out as a mini house back in the early 2000s, before mini houses were even a thing, like a big thing like they are now. Anyways, and so it's done. That's it. Those are my finishing touches. And so, but and then in 2008, Hurricane Ike put a tree through it, which where I'm sitting, there was a tree. Um, and insurance came in, and we built the front end of it. And then my grandmother lived in it until 2011 when she passed away. And then my mom moved over here for a little bit, and I took over her house and the payments and stuff. And then I fell into financial trouble, and we kind of figured it out. And I ended up living over here for a little bit, and my mom moved back into her house. And I lived here from like 2011 to 2017 with my children. And then when my mom passed away, I took over payments on everything. And so I moved next door, and I rented this out for a little bit to a couple of different people, and they like trashed it, and it became a mess. And it was an issue renting, and I realized I don't like being a landlord. So in 2020, when my last renters moved out, it sat empty for about a year, until 2021. I decided to take up mom making as a business and try to craft as a business, because I had a toddler and I could not afford daycare and go to work. So I was like, well, I'm gonna try to turn this into business. I needed space because mom making takes up a lot of space. Doing Hi, sorry. As I was saying, we rented it out, and then I decided that we didn't want to rent it out no more. So yeah. Anyways, I had to go. Hopefully, y'all found some of this inspirational. Happy crafting, happy mumming. If you liked this video, give it a like, share, watch it again, subscribe, hit the buttons, all the buttons. I don't know. Anyways, bye.